We have to wait for the signal to digitize. But more importantly, I just need to wait for the chat to show up. And so when you see people talking in the chat, start telling me that they're there. This is where I just kind of hang out for a moment and riff. It usually takes about 10 to 30 seconds. Usually I hum a funny little song. But I'm not going to do that today, because I'm going to get to the point. Or I will get to the point. Is there a point? Are you there? Do you read me? SCP Foundation staff. I am digitizing my signal to the Foundation, encrypted lines through YouTube to SCP Foundation staff. You are present. You are present. Hello, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation. And welcome to another Dr. Sherman's Office Hours Live! As I have done for over a year and 3.5 months and counting, because that is right, the daily stream streak remains strong. I am here to open my Metrocon panel room doors to you, the SCP Foundation staff members, because of course this is a secret organization. We would never let civilians in to know our deepest and darkest secrets. So you all work for the SCP Foundation, yes? Yeah. Of course you do. And so as I have done for every day for a year and 3 months and counting, I'm here to answer your burning questions about this dark and mysterious place of employment we call the SCP Foundation. Because I don't know, maybe you're a new intern, you don't know very much. Maybe you saw one of the terrible horrors and had to have an amnestic treatment and you've forgotten who you are. Medical will take care of you after the panel. Just try not to drool on the floor. But I am here to answer your questions, whether it be about the anomalies we contain, the illustrious staff who contain them, the groups of interest who try to stop us from containing them, or hypothetical containment procedures about anomalies that fall outside of the SCP Foundation's purview. Perhaps it's from a different multiverse or pataphysical narrative level, i.e. fandom. I hear you anime video game people know about fandoms or something, right? Yes, perfect. Either way, that is what I do at the basic pataphysical narrative level, where we are all SCP Foundation staff members, right? Yeah. Right. But, of course, there is the pataphysical narrative level above us, where we are all fictional characters on a tacky, creepypasta website on the internet. And on that pataphysical narrative level, there's a lot of people who don't know about the SCP Foundation, and so if you have questions about the process of writing a story, of the authors and things like that, you can also jump into the question line. Because I don't have a wireless mic today, so the question line is where I will be accepting questions starting now. Hello!
Has anyone successfully smuggled an SCP out of a site for non-malicious purposes?
Has anyone ever successfully got an anomaly out of site? So I can think of for non-malicious purposes. So the closest I can think about this answer is we do have an SCP. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, every SCP is titled SCP in a series of numbers. They have code names. Sometimes I won't remember the code names. We're doing our best. I don't have internet access right now. I'm doing this all off the dome. There's over 10,000 stories. I will do my best to know. But SCP-6113 is a beautiful anomaly if you are a... All right, I'm back on track. SCP-6113 is a ghost of some sort. But we know this ghost entity will come to you if you are a trans person in need. And this ghost will take you to a magical lake dimension. And this magical lake dimension will transition you instantly, for free. Now now this sounds like a nice anomaly. And it sounds like it would be nice and helpful to trans people across the world. But remember, the SCP Foundation does not care if things are nice and happy. If it's anomalous, it goes in the box. And so, it's a ghost, we can't catch it. But what we have to do is, every time it transitions somebody, when someone does it like that fast, that's a little weird. They didn't get any surgery, they didn't get any medicine, it just happened. And so now we have to take them away from their family and lock them in a box themselves for, several months to years until it would be a natural timeline. The Foundation's motto is we are cold, not cruel. A lot of our anomalies are imprisoned against their will. All of them are imprisoned against their will. Most of them want to be free, actually. And that includes the people who are victims or subjects of this SCP-6113 anomaly. We're not enlisting the Digidestined. That was yesterday's panel. So, we had to lock this person up for a very long time. They were very sad. We were very mean to them, according to some staff members who have, I don't know, morals. And at that point, one of our staff members felt really, really bad and released them. And so some people call that a heartwarming, wonderful story of support. I call it a massive breach of secrecy. Don't do that. Thank you for your question. Hello there. Next question.
Hi, Sherman. I just escaped containment. Here's a bracelet for you.
What will this bracelet do to me?
Nothing. Unless, do you like love, joy, and whimsy? It'll make you very happy. It's colorful and made of plastic beads.
I have been told I am too serious and require some of this so-called love, joy, and or whimsy.
I think you need a lot of it.
All right. Now, since you are in fact anomalous, you need to go in the box. Please go over there. Security will be here for you soon.
Why are you so mean to me? What did I do?
It's my job, and I love it. Hello, next question.
That hurt my hand. Hello, Dr. Sherman. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but reading through the 3008 page, I was told that we were able to find the exchange. Now my question was, did we find any remains in the exchange from the attack that they had?
So a reminder for those who are unfamiliar with this database entry, SCP-3008 is codenamed a perfectly regular normal IKEA. It is not, in fact, that. It is what we call it by nickname, the Infinite IKEA. The Infinite IKEA is one IKEA store in Redacted because we don't want you going there. And if you go through one particular door in that IKEA, you will be teleported to the Infinite IKEA dimension. And then the door will disappear, and you're stuck. Now, in the log for 3008, what you're talking about is actually a journal entry from the one dude we know of who escaped. And then we promptly shot him. To be fair, he was being chased by a lot of monsters. And so he just got caught in the crossfire. I'm sure we didn't do it on purpose.
Sure.
But yes, we did not go in there and find that. We can send a drone in, but as soon as the door disappears on it, the signal goes away. Okay, thank you very much. Next question.
Hi there. Is it possible to use SCPs in unauthorized war scenarios?
The SCP Foundation is a secret, non-governmental organization. We do not answer to any world government. We are above them. And therefore, we will not be loaning you our SCPs in any way, shape, or form.
Nuts.
Yeah, get out of here with that. Next question.
Do the Serpent's Hand and Chaos Insurgency work together?
So, these are two different groups of interest in the SCP Foundation universe. In the SCP-verse, there are these other rival groups that have alternate goals to us. The Chaos Insurgency are traitorous jerks. They used to be one of the most important mobile task forces in the Foundation. And then they turned traitor because they thought we were doing a bad job or something. I don't know, they're traitors, I don't care what they think. But they keep raiding our bases, stealing our anomalies, blowing them up. They're really quite frustrating. Meanwhile, the Serpent's Hand are a bunch of freaking hippies. They're a bunch of magical people who live in the Wanderer's Library, the extra-dimensional library of all the human knowledge, which sounds really cool, but they won't let me in. The jerks. I just want to do a little research. And so, I do not believe that they work together very often, but if they did need something in particular from one of our sites, I'm sure both of those jerks would mess up our day for it. Thank you. Next question.
How would the Foundation deal with the resonance cascade?
The resonance cascade. We're talking about Half-Life, if I'm correct. All right, so first off, Black Mesa are losers. They did that poorly. If not for the righteous Dr. Freeman, they would have been completely screwed. That being said, our testing protocols are also very fast and loose because at the SCP Foundation, we contain the anomalies and we study them, and that does mean accidents happen. I'm gonna be honest, I do think, if I'm being fair and humble, which I always am, that it would probably go very similarly for us, actually. Thankfully, we also have some hero characters like myself who might be able to be handy with a crowbar. Much obliged. Next question.
Hello, Sherman. One question. What is the most destructive anomaly in your professional opinion?
Okay, first of all, let me all remind you, it's Dr. Sherman. Yeah! Thank you. Secondarily, the most destructive anomaly that we have. The most destructive anomaly that we have. So, there is SCP-447. And SCP-447 is this little ball. And the little ball spawns an infinite amount of green slime. And the green slime, we have to store this green slime somewhere. And we have tubs and tubs of it, barrels and barrels. And this green slime is very useful. It is a great mechanical lubricant. It tastes like mint. I don't know whose idea it was to taste the scary anomalous goo, but they did. But you must never, ever, ever, ever let SCP-447 come in contact with dead bodies. If SCP-447 comes in contact with dead bodies, I don't actually know what it does. All of the documentation, it says data expunged. There's a lot of data expunged. If you look at the SCP documents, sometimes we get really excitable with the black marker in redactions. And so all I know is it's really, 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 really bad. So probably that one. Thank you. Next question.
Hello, Dr. Sherman. I have a question. How many casualties were there while trying to contain SCP-096?
SCP-096, codename the Shy Guy. This is one of our most bare-bones basic anomalies. It is a tall, skinny, naked dude and has really messy face. Don't look at its face. It's so ugly. How ugly is it? It's so ugly that if you see its face, it gets really, really mad and it will kill you. It will know psychically that you saw its face anywhere on Earth. Even if you look at a picture of its face. Even if you look at a picture of a pretty, pretty mountain and 4 freaking pixels of that just happen to have it in the background. It will know that you saw its face. It will start uncontrollably crying.
Thank you.
It will break through any wall we put in front of it. It will run faster than jets can fly. It cannot be stopped by missiles. It will find you and it will end you. Don't look at its face. But the good news is it only gets you if you look at its face, and everybody who is en route to it, because they're going to look at its face along the way, and any of our teams who get there to pick it up and then accidentally look at its face. And maybe the team members who got there after the containment and they found a picture and they didn't know what the picture was and they looked at the picture and then they saw its face. So I would say on average we're losing about 1 person who saw its face, 15 mobile task force agents, and the population of any town or street that the 096 entity crosses en route to said victim. There you go. Next question.
What are the chances that there's one walking amongst us right now?
One what?
An anomalous creature.
What are the odds that there is an anomalous creature walking amongst us right now? I want you to turn your head this way. That is a Kryptonian. Very anomalous. That, I don't even know what that is. Very anomalous. This is quite a dangerous place to be. Keep yourself safe. Hello.
Okay, if an SCP got free, which would you rather get out? The flashlight case or the clockwork fires?
I mean, I'd rather neither of them get loose. They're both bad. Both of these anomalies are contagious anomalies, but it's just a question of flavors. One of them is the virus that makes your skin all mutiny and weird, and the other one turns you into a robot. Either way, they're contagious. Either way, it's not good. So, I guess at the end of the day, the robots are less gross. I'm gonna go with the robots. Thank you. Hello, D6969. Double nice.
Hello, I'm from the D-Class Union Initiative, D
Oh,
Life
no!
And I've come with a list of demands.
Not again!
Yeah!
First, we would like daily, not weekly, daily access to SCP-999.
Not a chance.
We would like 1 monthly supervised usage of SCP-294.
What kind of coffee do you need that for?
Any kind of coffee we want. And lastly, for me personally, to be moved to SCP-1507, the Flamingos.
The flamingos hate people. You're going to get stabbed to death. Yes, that sounds great for you. I will take care of all those demands. You enjoy your time with the angry lawn flamingos.
And this is sent to me as well!
No, you're anomalous. I need to keep you alive in containment.
Why are you so mean to me?
I'm not mean specifically to you. I mean to all the anomalies equally.
I'm just a silly little guy.
In a box.
You keep asking for the impossible.
Next up.
Good afternoon, Doctor. I would like to ask you about some harrowing questions. So we recently discovered that there's something called a VHS that is currently planning to make a film on our little foundation. Do you have any opinions on this establishment?
So, for those of you who are unaware of the scenario, a couple of weeks ago we were alerted, completely by surprise, that the film franchise known as VHS is trying to make an SCP Foundation movie releasing next year. Now, before we celebrate, because trust me, I, having done YouTube for SCP for now 11 years, I am a YouTube grandfather by now. I am the first one. I've been trying to get an SCP movie made this entire time. It's my whole thing. Anybody who watches my channel will tell you about this. But I have one worry. And it's that when the Backrooms movie was made, they talked to Kane Pixels. And they made a pretty good movie, I think. Then, when Siren Head got a movie, they went to Trevor Henderson. And they asked him and they paid him. And when they also made a Cartoon Cat movie, because yes, Trevor Henderson's getting 2 freaking movies. Good for him. Get that bag, my brother. They talked to him and they gave him money. Now the SCP Foundation is a Creative Commons community, which, to be clear, does mean it's still copyrighted. But instead of them having to come and talk to us, all they have to do is follow the rules of the Creative Commons, which are thusly: whatever derivative work of the SCP Foundation must credit the original author, and the original website where it was posted, and post a link, and post the title of the article, and allow other people to reuse your content. So if you used our toys, you have to allow other people to use your toys too. That seems pretty fair. I'm almost there. Oh, what?
I'm sorry, what do you mean by using other people's toys?
As in, if you use an SCP movie in your thing, you have to let other people use the SCP thing. Sharing is caring. So, they don't have to talk to us. That's fine, but this entire time, the SCP Foundation is 19 years old this year. Next year is the 20th anniversary of SCP.
Wow.
Yeah, SCP is going to be able to drink soon. And I don't want to see the SCP Wiki drunk. The stories there are already messed up enough. But even though they didn't talk to us, which is their right with the Creative Commons, we also don't know if they're going to follow the license. And this whole time, no one's wanted to make a movie because they were afraid that if they made a movie, that someone else would just pirate the movie. So we are waiting with our breaths held, tentatively, to make sure this is all legal so that no lawsuits happen. But if it's all above board, and everything else is good about it, and there's no AI stuff in it, then, yeah, we are a creative writing community. Please don't make robots do our job for us. So yes, if the legally is followed, and there's no AI and not any other controversies, then we'll all be very, very excited to have an SCP movie in theaters. I've been waiting for so long. Thank you for your question. Yes. Next question.
Are you aware that someone used the infinite pizza box to make an Eiffel Tower replica in the break room?
I'm trying to understand how the infinite pizza box, which is SCP-458, it is just a Little Caesars pizza box, not sponsored. And if you open it, it is just full of your favorite kind of pizza. Every time you open it, your favorite pizza's there.
That was me. I made the Eiffel Tower
So,
recreation.
does that mean, is it an Eiffel Tower made of pizza? Is it just they kept spawning pizza and built an Eiffel Tower after it?
Yep.
That's actually very impressive. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about the mole. Like that wouldn't that thing just get old and...
I mean, yeah, that's gonna need a lot of cleanup. So I take it back. My claps are reversed. Thank you for alerting me. Punishment will be handed out later. Next question.
Good evening, Doctor. Like much of the D-Class personnel, I have been permanently disallowed from utilizing SCP-999 for recreational purposes. Could you point me in the direction of the nearest relatively public access SCP for pleasure purposes? Not like that, not like
Metrocon is a family-friendly show. Recreational purposes.
strictly family-friendly fun.
So,
Sure.
first of all, you said an oxymoron there, which is there is no publicly available SCP. They are all in containment. The point is to keep them away from public. You don't count. So,
A B-class personnel above.
So, another nice anomaly to hang out with that isn't SCP-999. You know what I'm going to give you? I'm going to say that you can have some Xbox time with SCP-008-J, codename Jeff. Yeah. Jeff is this very friendly dude from New Zealand. And he's just a real chill guy, right? And somehow, despite all of our very important black site security protocols, he just happens to show up in the middle of our sites during major events and containment breaches. And he just shows up wearing gunfights with bad guys, and he's going, "Hey mate, I'm here to fix your lights. I'm an engineer. No, you don't want your lights fixed? All right, mate, I'll be gone." And then he just slips out. This keeps happening. We don't even actually know if he's anomalous or he's just a dude showing up. So yes, he's out in public. You can go play Xbox with him. And bring the pizza box so we don't have another Eiffel Tower next time.
If I can find it.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Doctor. I've been curious for quite some time. I saw some of your earlier posts about you, like some kind of weird obsession with a tree and making it scream. The question was, like, what's that all about? And if you've got the time, did you ever succeed in making it scream?
Oh, this is such a good question. Thank you so much. SCP-4521 is one of my least favorites. SCP-4521 is a pine tree. A really ugly pine tree that we found in the city of God's Silence, Oregon. And SCP-4521 is the only tree on Earth that does not scream. No, I know. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. I see you. It is real science. This is not anomalous. You can look this up. When trees feel pain, when you mow your lawn, the grass releases a scream. When you break a tree branch, the trees scream out in terror. Real life science, look it up. But this one tree just sits there. It emits an ear-piercing silence. And everyone who goes near it, we're not very happy with that. And also, before you call me crazy that this tree is not anomalous at all, let me tell you, it also has a Wolverine-like healing factor. Why does the tree need a healing factor? And so we have done multiple tests to make this tree scream. We have done all kinds of nasty things to this tree. We have done all kinds of nasty things to trees that are in the same genus as that tree to make it watch. And it still eludes us to this day. Except for one test that I wasn't even there for! There is one anomaly that I hate more than SCP-4521. And that anomaly, the one I hate above all, is SCP-72... Say
it! Come on! Say it!
729-J! That abomination is the absolute worst thing that the Foundation contains. I lied earlier when I said 447 slime with dead bodies is the worst thing, most destructive thing. No, this thing is the most destructive abomination we contain. All of you should be blessed that you don't work at the site with that monstrosity. If you read its documentation on the SCP database, you just see us putting it up against every SCP possible, and every SCP it interacts with says no. SCP-106 is the old man. It is a sadistic hunter anomaly. It can go through walls. It will take you into its pocket dimension. Its skin secretes acid. It will burn you alive. It saw this thing, this monstrous thing, and it put up both deuces. It backed out of the room. It went back into its containment chamber, sat in the fetal position, and cried. So did SCP-096, the Shy Guy. Same reaction.
Did you put it up against the lizard?
We put it up against the lizard,
And he ran away?
and the lizard was completely obliterated from existence in such a horrifying manner that we have expunged the document because no one should be subjected to how terrible that was to watch. And when you get home and you go to SCP-729-J, oh, it's so disgusting. When you go to that website page and you read the tests, you will find at the bottom of that page a photograph of this abomination. A photograph so horrible. It is redacted. There's a link. It says, don't look at this. Please don't do it. You don't want to do it.
I'm doing it!
And when you do it, because I know you're all sick in the head, you comment on the video on demand, the VOD of this stream, and you tell me what you thought of that thing. No! Put that away! No!
Oh, God damn it!
I can't believe you subjected to me that thing live in person. And so, like I told you, we're not going to tell you how it did it. It's just too terrifying. So yes, that is the answer to your question. Yes, indeed. Next question.
Father was curious if you knew about his organic children that made people dance, and if there were any perhaps loopholes in the containment you were planning for them.
First of all, this was a very convenient idea to bring up the database entry because I did not know what this anomaly was. And so yes, if you're going to ask me a question about something, this is a great way to make sure I can talk about it.
Father is very tall.
I'm sorry, what?
The SCP-5771, if you're looking at the database, that is a very tall being. I am actually completely unfamiliar with this anomaly. It does look like... Oh no.
We're new.
It's the mushrooms.
Put him in the box!
It's mushroom people.
Put him in the
Oh no, the mushroom dance.
We only want people to be happy.
Now, this hat has been staring at me all weekend and has taken on a new and terrifying meaning. The kombucha mushroom people. Ah! My containment protocol for you is getting you as far away from me as possible. No. Okay, you seem nice. Next question. If they're short questions.
They're very short.
Okay, what's question one?
Why do SCPs exist?
Why do SCPs exist is a crazy, complicated question. So why does anything exist? SCPs, anomalies, are all sorts of things. They are objects, they are entities, they are spooky places, they are concepts. There's an equation, there's an SCP, its code name is Solve for Bear. I don't remember its number right now, but it is a mathematical equation that any of you could do right now. And if you knew the numbers and the order of which to do the operations, a live bear would appear in this room. So yes, to answer your question, there's so many things, and we don't know why SCPs exist, except for the ones that were made by somebody on purpose, and we hate them because that's so much more paperwork we have to do containing them.
And then my other question is, how many SCPs are there?
Right now, if you look at the English language database of SCPs, which, reminder, we are a worldwide creative community, so there's at least 16 languages of SCPs. But on just the English branch, if you go to the bottom of any SCP document, you will see the tags, just like a fan fiction site, as if we were a fan fiction site or something like that. And the tag for SCP, you click it, and it will show you every single thing on the database tagged as an SCP, which right now is somewhere in the 10,600s, I believe. Maybe 10,700s. I've been out of the office for about a week. Thank you very much.
Isn't it so cute?
No! Get it away! Hello, do you have a better question for me?
I had a question, but I ran it past 55 before I came here, so I was kind of forgot about it. But I came up with a second question. What would you predict the Hume level in this room is right now, and how would you know?
So, first of all, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have an SCP-55. There is no 055.
An SCP what?
Huh?
Anyway, my other question about the Hume levels. How would you know?
So, Humes is an interesting concept in the SCP Science Division. A Hume is a unit of measurement for reality. And so consensus reality, you want to think of Humes, if you've got a table with a layer of sand across it, a level layer of sand, that's reality. Everything makes sense. But when it comes to entities that are known as reality benders, people who can change the world with their minds, you imagine them as being a pile of sand on the table, a taller pile of sand. And when that pile of sand is gathered, all of the sand around it is now lower. So you have the level sand, that's reality. You have the tall tower of sand, that is the reality bender. And then you have the diminished reality around them because they exist. And all of this we can measure with a simple device we invented called a Comp counter. The Comp counter measures Humes. Thank you for your question. Hello!
Hello, Dr. Sherman. Don't freak out. We have a little problem. I don't know how she got access to it, but my friend showed me the 4 freaking pixels image a little while ago. I think we're still safe enough that everyone can enjoy Metrocon, but
We've got about 15 minutes, so I'm going to ask you to go out that door, out that way, just as far as you can make it. It was nice knowing you.
I might as well avert my eyes.
Poor Sal. Next question.
Hey there, Dr. Sherman. Team Rocket member over here. This is Danger Noodle. Yes, you will shake his hand.
Okay.
Thank you. So, big fan of your work. Love your videos. Weird question, but how come SCP-049 likes cross-dressing so much?
SCP-049 is a very famous SCP known as the Plague Doctor. It is a seemingly immortal, at least it's 400 years old. It's French. No one pays attention to the fact that 049 is en français. And it is a doctor. It claims that there is a pestilence that I must cure. And if you touch 049 with your bare skin, you die. Instantly. Which means all of you sickos that are attracted to it, you can't do that. You will die. It's bad for your health to die. Furthermore, when you, the 049 also makes zombies. Once you die, it turns you into a zombie. So it kills you on touch. It has zombies. It has a whole thing going on. That being said, I do not know why so many multiversal versions of SCP-049, the Plague Doctor, like using the gender switching stone, SCP-113, to turn into a pretty Plague Doctor and dance on TikTok. But if you go on the apps long enough, you will find the dancing Plague Doctors, and I think they do it just to annoy me.
You know what? Screw it. Game is game.
No. Not with the SCPs. There is no game. No game. We do not fraternize with anomalies. It is against protocol.
It's a war game.
Hello.
So not to worry you, Dr. Sherman.
I'm already worried.
I'm an intern. I started today. I generally got the urge to make something, and it's been speaking to me.
You're very handsome. I need you to go to medical. They got some pills for you over there. Next question.
What would happen if a blind person looked at SCP-097?
Do you mean 096, the shy guy?
Yeah.
So, the shy guy, once again, if you look at its face, it will find you and it will kill you. Now the thing is, you have to see its face. And very specifically, a drawing of its face, an artistic rendering of its face, does not activate the anomaly. We actually sent a D-class, a disposable personnel, down in a submarine, several miles below the sea, so that they could look at a photograph and have time to draw its face before 096 got him. And that's how we know what its face looks like. So if you see its face on the internet, no you didn't. It's an artistic representation. You're safe. Do not stay awake at night worrying about it. That being said, if you are blind, the question is, how blind? Because if you are completely blind, you don't have eyes, there's no light going into your eyes, into your brain, then you are in fact not seeing 096's face, and it won't hurt you. Now if you are legally blind, okay, I can't drive, but I can still see. Gone. Thank you.
Basically blurry vision.
Next question.
I was wondering, have you ever considered monetizing the SCPs? I understand you want to keep them away from folks, but it seems like you have a lot that could make you some good money.
So yes, they're much like our cohorts in the federal government and the Men in Black. There are some research processes that we have done in the past to use the science we've learned from anomalies in non-anomalous manners, because the site budgets get real strapped real quick. But it does not matter if it is anomalous, it stays in the box. So we're not going to use it to make money if it will reveal anomalies to the world, nor will we end world hunger despite having several infinite food anomalies. If it might reveal the secret of anomalies to the public, no, absolutely not. Next question. We are 9 minutes remaining.
Hello, Doctor. Does you or anybody in the Foundation know about what happened during the fight between SCP-682, SCP-106, and SCP-953?
So, SCP-682, the hard-to-destroy reptile, it is a big Godzilla lizard that infinitely evolves. We can't kill it, except for that one time. The 106, the old man with acid skin again. And then SCP-953, the polymorphic humanoid. Although it chooses to stay in the form of a kumiho, which is not a kitsune. If you call it a kitsune, it gets real mad. But a kumiho, a different kind of fox anomaly. They all got in a big tussle one time, and they went into 106's pocket dimension, and then they all came out really grumpy and really tired. We do not know what happened in that hole. But because the SCP Foundation is an open, creative writing community, you could be the one who signs up for the SCP Wiki and writes that entry. And so you can make it true. Because remember, the SCP Wiki is, at the end of the day, a fan fiction community. Which means if you can fulfill the very low bar of knowing how to read and knowing how to join the site, then you can make anything you want canon. When you're a fan of Marvel, you have to wait for the comic book writers to make a movie, to make a thing, to know anything about it. SCP fans just make up their own lore constantly. It's honestly a lot to keep up with. So, make your dream a reality. Tell us what happened. Thank you. Next question.
Hello, I'm good. Are the rumors true about a planet inhabited only by instances of 173 where they send the D classes who don't behave?
So, technically speaking, that's not so much a planet as it is an alternative Earth in the Tale revised entry. SCP-173, by the way, is the original first SCP that was ever written. In 2007 on 4chan, it was just a creepypasta, and now it's all this. SCP-173 is a spooky statue that if you look at it, it stays still. And if you don't look at it, you die.
Hell yeah, peanuts.
Hell yeah, peanuts. It did get written about a month after the Weeping Angel Doctor Who episode premiered. So any likenesses are completely not my business to say anything about. But there was one universe in the Tale revised entry on the database where we discovered that SCP-173, one day we opened the door and there were 2 of them. And then the next time we opened the door, there were 4 of them. And then they kept multiplying. They took over the planet. And yes, we do send the D-Class there when they misbehave. Watch yourself. Next question.
What would happen if 096 looked in a mirror?
SCP-096 knows how ugly it is. It doesn't like it when you know. So if you know, it will kill you. But it already knows. So it's not going to attack itself. And in fact, what you've done by putting a mirror in the chamber is now there are two different places to see its face. Either its face or the reflection. So don't do that.
But do you know how ugly you are?
I am clearly negative value ugly. Exceptionally handsome. Everyone can see it plain as day. You've heard me give that answer before, I see. Thank you kindly. Next question.
What's your favorite SCP-001 proposal?
The SCP-001 proposals are an interesting monster. Not a literal monster, just a monster as a concept. You know what I mean. SCP-001 does not actually exist on the SCP database because early in the inception of the SCP wiki, the authors in the pataphysical narrative level above us decided that there shouldn't be one because no single author of the community should have that honor. And so instead what we do is we have the SCP-001 proposals. Everyone can write their own proposal and add it to the list. There's something like 75 to 100 right now. And the question is, which one's the real one? Classified. You don't get to know. I don't get to know. I don't have a clue. But you didn't ask me which is the real one. You asked me which is my favorite. And my favorite one is SCP-001, codename Lily's Proposal. The World's Gone Beautiful. SCP-001, Lily's Proposal. It is possibly the shortest SCP-001, I'm pretty sure. One day, you'll be sitting here at work, and you'll just feel a change in the air. And the temperature will be just perfect. And you'll go outside, and you'll lie in the grass, and flowers will be blooming everywhere around you. It's so beautiful, it's so comfortable. All the anomalies will stop trying to murder you. All the people will stop doing crimes. And they'll just sit on the flowers and hang out. And 24 hours later, the world will end. Oh, but you know what? With how many anomalies have ended the world in one horrifying way or another, I want it to be the nice one, please. Can we have the nice end of the world? That's my favorite. Good choice, good choice. Next up. Hello, fellow researcher.
Okay, first and foremost, I think maybe Lulu's proposal is shorter than Lily's. That's one of the newer ones. It's about 1,000 words.
Oh, okay.
And secondarily, gotta be up here for my other fellow authors, but because a lot of new people start with the kind of earlier numbers, what are some Series 10 SCPs that you would recommend?
Ooh, okay, first I'm gonna have you walk this way. I just realized we're inching closer and closer to the speaker. That's gonna get dangerous. Secondly, great question. So, the SCP community, as a hobbyist writing community, has a problem where when things go mimetic, they get famous, everybody talks about them and only them. You might have noticed I've talked about 096 several times today. 173, 682, these are very famous anomalies, but the authors have been writing SCPs for 20 years now. There are other anomalies to talk about, and yes, we do sometimes get a little jaded that no one talks about the new stuff. And so I love your question and thank you. My favorite SCP of the latest series, Series 10, the 9000s, is SCP-9595, codename the Pizza Freak. You there! Please come forward. You are my demonstration. One day, late at night, you're walking through the city, you're passing by a pizza shop, and in the back alley, you see this. A stereotypical Italian chef. And this stereotypical Italian chef is just squatting on the ground, going to town on a box of pizza, just hand to fist, scarfing on pizza. And if you look at that and you react in any manner, it looks at you, it chases you, and it kills you. But there's one little catch. You're still alive afterwards. So we at the SCP Foundation, we don't actually know if the Pizza Freak really exists because all these people are on the internet talking about it and they're like, hey, last night I was killed by the Pizza Freak and I just want to know, would it be normal for me to arrange my own cremation? Because I don't want to put my family through the hassle. And so we don't know if this is a meme or if there is actually a Pizza Freak. We're very confused. But we are going to have a pizza party at the end of the day, and I'm sure nothing will go wrong with that. Thank you very much, and thank you very much. Read SCP-9595 for more details on the Pizza Freak. I've got 1 more minute, so you are my last question of the day. Hello.
Sorry, I got this from the vending machine earlier.
Oh, anomalous Gatorade. Extra hydrated. Oh, wait, as the speaker, come over here.
I want to know, did SCP-343 God ever interact with SCP-682, the hard-to-destroy reptile?
I will answer your question in 2 parts. Number 1, SCP-343 is very often thought to be God, but SCP-343 is not God. It is a reality bender with delusions of grandeur. Hashtag 343 is fraud, not God. And secondly, SCP-343 is a lazy reality bender. It sits there, old man in a beard, because that's what we think God looks like. And every time we ask it for help, or to tell us that there's an end of the world coming and could you help us stop it, it says, no, no, no. A father should not handhold his children. You have to learn to fend for yourself. And then it sits there and does nothing. The jerk. Which is why in the tale Divine Intervention, we actually did just shoot it in the face to see what would happen. We don't know what happened. The universe got a little wibbly after that. But, to answer your second question, we did have it attempt to interact with the unkillable lizard one time. And when it walked into the room with the unkillable lizard, it said, "What lizard? I don't see any lizard. I guess it's not one of mine." So again, fraud, not God. Thank you for your question. And thank you all for coming to the SCP Foundation Site 42 meetup. Right now, we have about 10 minutes to clear this room. And so, any last minute purchases from my friend in the corner are available. After this panel, I will be walking out and to the right for pictures and autographs. I just want to clear this room. That way, the next panel can get started on time, as is kind. So pictures and autographs out there and over there for merch. Thank you, and check us out on Site 42. Leave your comment on that VOD like I told you. Woo!
I have a really quick bit to do.
Hold on, just let me sign off from the stream. I hope you behaved yourself again for our new camera person, our beautiful camera person. I will have no candle tomorrow, which means tomorrow's stream I will actually be able to see you. Thank you everyone who gave gifts or super chats during the stream. I will have to go into YouTube's back end and look into those. But in the meantime, thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoyed the 2 live panels this weekend. And I will see you all on tomorrow's stream where I will actually see the chat. As always, ending broadcast, secure, contain,